Hi there, welcome to Travel Crafter. Today's tutorial is on how to do the traditional dishcloth, or it may also be used as a washcloth. So this is in time for Mother's Day. It's a great and perfect gift, I think, for anyone who's a mom, or even as a gift to your friends. So today I'm using this sugar and cream. It's a number 4 medium weight yarn from Lily Sugar and Cream. So the color is light blue. You will even use it just like less than the whole skein. You may also need a counter. This is optional, of course. You would need a pair of scissors. You will, of course, need a tapestry needle. And you will also need the knitting needles. I'm using number 5.0 millimeter hook, or US number 8. This is 29 inches nylon cord. And just let you know, the recommendation on this yarn is to use a 4.5 millimeter knitting needle, but I just want to use the 5.0 just to modify the project. So let's start. Okay, so you cast on 4 stitches. Cast on 4, so you don't need a long tail for your cast on. So we'll only be stitching 4 to cast on. So we'll make, I would recommend like about 8 inches long for the cast on. So make a slip knot. This is, by the way, the yarn is undermade 100%. So it's a good project for washcloth and dishcloth because it absorbs water. So let's row 1 and 4 stitches. Two and 3, and this is the last one. So you will still end up with 4 knit stitches on row 2. That's my row 2. row 3 is where we start to increase. So the idea in finishing up this this washcloth or dishcloth is doing it diagonally. So row number 3 is an increase row. So how we do it is you first knit the two stitches. Okay, so row number 3, knit 2. That's 1 and 2. Okay, and then increase on the 3rd stitch. So increase is you yarn over. Okay, again yarn over, and then you knit the 2 stitches. So that's an increase. So the 1, and then knit the last one. So you see we have 4 here, and then the last one is the 5. Okay, so that's how you increase. Again, we'll do row number 4. Row number 4 is the same as row number 3. Okay, so turn your work. Right now, as it is, we have 5 stitches on our knitting needle. And so you do from now on, from the 3rd row until you reach until you have 47 stitches on your needle, and then we will do the decrease. So for now, every row you will just keep increasing on the 3rd stitch. So let's do that again together. For row 4, it's the same as row 3. So at first you knit 2 the regular way. Okay, so knit 2, and then we increase, and how we increase is yarn over, and then you knit. Okay, knit the regular way. There would just be a gap here, and that would create the dents or the opening on your border. So as you go along, as you work along on your project, you would see how it forms. Okay, so knit and knit. So on row number 4, we end up with 5 or 6 stitches now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll do it again for another row. So it's all increase in every row, and you do the increase on the 3rd stitch in every row. Okay, so knit 2. It's a very easy project, and it's beginner friendly. Okay, so knit 2, and then on the 3rd one now you increase. So increase by yarning over, and then you go back to that stitch, and then you knit. Okay, and then knit the rest of the stitches on that row. Okay, so you will have an addition of 1 stitch in every row that you do. So now from the 6 stitches that we had from row 4, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 stitches on the 5th row, and as you go along the increase, or as you go along increasing your rows, you will get an addition of 1 stitch in every row. Okay, so we turn our work, adjust your thing, adjust your fabric, and then now, and remember it's the 3rd stitch that we do the increase. Okay, Okay, so I'll do it again with you. Okay, so that's 1, 2, increase, yarn over. So yarning over is clockwise, and then you knit the regular way. Okay. There, and the last one. So 2, 4, 6, 8 now. So just keep repeating rows after rows, and remember to increase on the 3rd stitch. And I will be back to show you, like maybe midway or halfway through. So if you want to follow my dishcloth or the pattern that I'm doing, I will stop the increase when I have 47 stitches on my needle. So remember, 47 stitches. So for now, I only have 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'll see you later on. So okay, let me show you how the progress on my work is. I have right now 37 stitches on my, or 37 loops on my needle. So this is how it looks like. And as I said, I will do 47. I will stop increasing once I reach 47 loops on my, or 47 stitches on my needle. So this is all knit stitches, and so it's kind of reversible. So on one side and on the other side, it just looks the same. So it is a reversible project. It can either be a washcloth or a washcloth or a dishcloth. And so let me show you. You might not really see it, but like this here on the edges, you see all the bigger holes here. So that's our edges. This is where we did, or where we do the increase. Remember, 1, 2, and then we do an increase. So this is keeping it consistent on one side, and you do the increase on one side, and as we turn our work, it will also show on the other side. So diagonal method is because it's like we are working like an inverted triangle. So when we are finished with our project, it will turn out to be like a square. So if you hadn't tried this project yet, it's really a beginner friendly project, as I mentioned in the beginning. And it takes really just a little bit of your skein of yarn, and it takes no time to finish it up, really. So let me show you once again how we do the increase on the 3rd stitch. So let me work one more row of the increase as I try to hit the 47 stitches on my loop. So let's try that again. I don't want you to be bored just like watching this video from like doing all the knit stitches. But let me show you again how we are increasing every row. Okay, so knit 2. Okay, 1, you just try to adjust it, 1 and 2. Okay, so the 3rd stitch now is where we do the increase. So yarn over, and then you knit the regular way. So that is where the big hole comes, and that's like creating a consistent edges for your project. So now, because of the increase that we did, it comes up to 4 stitches, and then you continue on knitting until you reach the end of the row. So that is how we increase, and it's really working fast. So I will work again off camera, but right now I already have the 37 stitches. I'm working on to create a 38 stitch, and then I will be back when I reach the 47 stitches on my needle. Okay, so I am back. I have 47 stitches or 47 loops on my knitting needle. So from this row on, I turn my work. From this row on, we will be doing a decrease and an increase stitches at the same time. So let me show you how I mean and how it is done. So when you reach 47 stitches on your needle, the next row will be rows of decrease and increase. So we will start by knitting 1, knit 1, and then we knit 2 together. Okay, so knit 2 together is just like this, 2 stitches that you knit together, like that. Kind of hard, but it's doable. Okay, again, let me just readjust my needle. Okay, so that's knit 2 together, and then as I was saying, we will decrease and increase at the same time. So the next thing that we do is increase. So yarn over, and then we knit again these 2 together. I will show you that on the next row again before I work off camera. So that was what I meant when you have to decrease and increase at the same time. And then the rest of the stitches on your needle, you just have to knit across the row. So knit across the row, and I will be back when I am done on this row. Okay, so I did the decrease after the 47th stitch. So I turned my work and I am down to 46 stitches right now, which means that in every row from now on, you will be decreasing 1 stitch until you will have, or until only 4 stitches remain in your needle. So from now on, this is how we work this row, just how I showed you after the 47th row. Okay, so let me show you a second time. So we knit 1, the first stitch on your needle, knit 1, and then we knit 2 together. So K2 together is this, 1 and 2 we will knit together. Okay, so that is on your second stitch. The second and third stitches we knit together. So that's a decrease, and then now we increase, yarn over, and then you take the next 2 stitches again to knit them. Okay, so just take your time because the cotton yarn, it just takes, it has kind of like the fibers that sometimes it gets stuck in your needle. So this is the repeat from now on until you have 4 stitches on your needle. So after you do that, you knit all the stitches across the row. So on my next row, I will do the same thing, and you will be doing that until only 4 stitches remain in your needle. And from then on, we will be doing another technique. So from here on, just knit across, and then the next row you will only have 45 stitches remaining. Okay, so I will complete this knit stitches until I reach the end of this row, and I will show you on the next time the same process so you would understand. Okay, so I have 45 stitches on my needle, and this is just showing you that this will be like the widest width that we will have if you followed me with how many stitches I started. So this will be my widest width, and then the idea is that this will like decrease in number, and then we will end up just like here, just like when we first started. So I'll show you again for a third time how to do a decrease in our stitches. So let's start over again. So knit 1, and then knit 2 together. So second and third stitches you knit as 1, okay, and then yarn over, and then knit 2, 4 and 5, 4th and 5th stitches, you knit them together again. Okay, and then you knit the rest of the remaining stitches on this row. So every row from now on you will have 1 less stitch from the previous. So keep doing the same thing, the same process until 4 remaining stitches are on your needle, and then we will work in a different manner. So I'll see you on when I am close to reaching the 4th remaining stitches on my needle. Okay, I am back. I am left with 2, 4, 6, 8, with 10 stitches on my needle. So we are getting closer to the finish line. So I've turned my work, and I still have to do a few more few more rows before I get to the 4 stitches. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so just a reminder, or just as a review again, this is how we do the rows until we have 4 remaining stitches. So knit 1, and then second and third stitches we knit together, so that counts as 1. Okay, and then we increase, yarn over, and then the 4th and 5th stitches we knit as 1. And so that's how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then knit across. It's kind of there's a big hole here, right here, but that is where our border should be, so that's okay. Just make the adjustment when you reach the final 2 stitches on that row. Okay, so now I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 stitches remaining, and this is how our work looks like right now. Kind of pretty, right? I'll give you the exact measurements once I am done. So I'll be right back when I have 4 stitches on my needle. Okay, so I am back. I have 4 loops or 4 stitches left on my needle. Okay, so we are almost complete with this fabric. So let's turn our work. So we are doing something different from how we were decreasing the rows. So with your 4 stitches left on your needle, you will knit the first one. So knit that, and then these 2 we knit together. So knit the first one, the second and the third stitches we knit together. So knit 2 together. Okay, and then you're left with 1 stitch, so knit that one, and you are now left with 3 stitches. So turn your work. So with this one now, 3 stitches left, so you knit the first one, tighten it a little bit, and then this second and third stitches you knit together. So knit 2 together. Knit 2 together. So now you are left with 2 stitches. 2 stitches left. So this will be your last one. What we will do is like to cast off. Okay, so like the stitch closest to you, closest to the cord, you will pass over the first one, just like when we are casting off. Okay, so I will just turn this one. Okay, so just be careful. Okay, just like this. You can just do it this way. Just use your finger. Okay, and you're left with one stitch. And now we are ready to cut our yarn and tie that one up. So I would leave about maybe 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches. Okay, and you will just pull and there you have it. And then now we are just going to seam the ends together. The first where we started off, we will just seam that together, and then seam this one also on the edges. So this is a kind of reversible project. So we'll just seam that, and this is how it looks like right now. Reversible one. We just did all the knitting stitches, and then the border here, border, and the border. So I'll see you guys. I will seam these ends together and I will be back. Okay, so I am back. I am done seaming up the edges. So this is where I ended up. Okay, and my needle, tapestry needle, is right here. I am done with my needle, and I still have this much with the yarn that I used. So you definitely can make another one to make it a pair. So this is how it looks like right now. So all garter stitches, knit stitches stuck in it. So let's try to measure it. So this is about 9.5 in width. It's a square, so it's like 9.5 by 9.5. So that is all that I have. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial for today. Please leave your comments if you have anything to suggest, and give it a thumbs up if you please, and please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thank you.